Insiders! Welcome to the sound stages where BYUtv's Dwight in Shining Armor is filmed. There are lots of different sets around me here that make it possible for the cast and crew to film all sorts of different scenes right here in one place. These rocks look real enough here at the ruins of Princess Greta's castle, but let me tell you an insider secret. These rocks are actually made out of foam. The story all started here with an accidental kiss by our hero, Dwight, played by Sloane Morgan Siegel. Heya.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
What are you doing?
Just sitting here playing a little air guitar, because that's what I do.
So I just want to ask you a couple questions. Let's start with, what is your favorite thing about being on the show?
My favorite thing about being on the show is probably the monsters and characters we encounter, and just kind of being able to live in the world of Dwight. Because one day you might be on set and then you run into like a troll or an ogre or like all the really cool costume makeups we get to do and everything. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool just to wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna be talking with a vampire today.
Where do you think that Dwight gets his courage from to encounter all of those creatures that you just talked about?
When you're put in that situation, when Dwight's put in that situation, he wants to do the right thing and he wants to help out. And I think he does everything out of the goodness of his heart, not to sound too Christmas carol-y, but yeah, he's a good guy. And when there's a situation at hand or like imminent danger, he just wants to help. So I think it's just something inside of him. It's not a conscious decision. I don't think he wakes up and goes, I'm gonna be brave today. Yeah. But when he is, then he is. Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell me, do you think that Dwight is the same Dwight now that he was in the beginning when we met him?
Oh, no, not at all. No, I think he's grown a lot. I think Greta and Baldric and Clodwig and Hexla have all had a major impact on his life and the way he kind of perceives the world. I mean, Clodwig is the brother he never had. Greta is the best friend he never had. Baldric is the father figure he never got to have. You know, he's not the knight in shining armor that everyone wishes he was, but in his own way, he's still the hero he needs to be. And I think he's definitely stepped up. Like in season 3, he does really make a step forward in trying to be more of a champion.
What does that role mean to him?
Well, I think at first it's a chore, because everything to him is a chore. From the minute he wakes up to the minute he goes to sleep, he's always doing things for others. But the minute he becomes a champion, I don't think he realizes what that means, what that mantle means. And then throughout the seasons, he sort of realizes more and more that being a champion isn't a chore. It isn't just a job. It isn't just a hobby. It's who he is.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Dwight's relationship with Greta. I think fans are all hoping for something romantic to happen. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you know, I mean, we have our own ideas about it all, but so far, Dwight and Greta are just they're best friends. They're two polar opposites, two people that, you know, if she was modern day and in high school, we probably never would have ended up being friends. Yeah. Or if I was back in medieval times and I was just kind of around the castle or something, you know, she never even would have taken a second glance at me. But I think the friendship is really strong, and it helps us both grow as people. But yeah.
Well said. It's a great friendship. How do you think Dwight would fare in Greta's times?
Not well. I don't think he would survive at all. I think he would end up being someone's servant or like court jester. You know what? That's probably exactly what would happen. He'd probably get kidnapped by some crazy witch or warlock, and they would make him a jester. Yeah, Dwight sometimes saves the day, but it's usually a combination of Dwight, Greta, Baldric, and whoever else is in the episode or the scene or the adventure that like ends up saving it. You know, it's not just him.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is your favorite quality about Dwight?
My favorite quality about Dwight is his just happy-go-lucky optimism. Just very like, no matter what happens in the scene, whether he's about to die or whether everyone else is about to die, he's still kind of like, okay, yeah, this is really happening. I guess I'll deal with this right now.
All right, so tell me a little bit about how you're feeling with the plotline and Sir Aldred.
Oh,
such a dark villain on the scene.
Sir Aldred he's interesting. As far as Dwight's reaction to Sir Aldred, he's, you know, scared of him, a big, scary, evil sorcerer guy. But it definitely, because of the jeopardy of Sir Aldred, it forces Dwight to be more like, okay, let's solve this problem as though it were the end of the world.
Okay, amazing. Well, you can catch Sloane's amazing performance in Dwight in Shining Armor at BYUtv.org or on the BYUtv app. Thanks for watching BYUtv Insider.